Hollywood star Johnny Depp is at the High Court for the start of his libel action against The Sun. The newspaper claimed the actor had been violent towards his now former wife, Amber Heard. Johnny Depp denies the claims.
Have you been wondering why the Pirates of the Caribbean star, Johnny Depp, has not been in more movies lately? Well, it all has to do with his ex-wife Amber Heard and how Elon Musk took her to the moon. So to give you a bit more context, I'm going to start from when they met and go through till the end of their marriage so you can get the context. In 2011, on the set of Rum Diaries, they met and immediately Johnny Depp fell in love with Amber Heard. If you've seen Amber Heard, you would not be surprised. That girl is freaking hot. And then later in 2015, they got married at a private ceremony, but then later had a big wedding on Johnny Depp's private island. If you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean, it's a pretty successful franchise, so I get why he has a private island. I was surprised, but I get it. Anyway, this is when the fun begins, during their marriage. They were married for 15 months, and later, at the end of those 15 months, Johnny Depp found a pile of shit, feces in his bed, and that's when he decides, hey, look, this girl is hot, but it's over. She's all looks but no brains. She's messed up, so it's over. And a few days after Johnny Depp's mother dies, Amber Heard, in 2016, files for a divorce and a restraining order against Johnny Depp for being domestically violent, for being a wife beater, essentially. In 2017, the divorce gets finalized and Johnny Depp settles for 7 to 7.7 million, which Amber Heard donates to a charity. Which is just like, bro, well, money, like, damn, like, why did you even want it, Anyway, they both separate and they're all like, hey, our marriage was full of love. We had a lot of problems, but it's okay. We were all full of love. We're just going to go our separate ways. And just like that, they leave it. And then a year goes by. And when he's being cast in J.K. Rowling's movie, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the Sun and its editor decide to write an article about him, saying that J.K. Rowling is hiring a wife beater. And this pisses Johnny Depp off. So he sues the Sun for defamation and ruining his career. And in the Sun's defense, they bring up Amber Heard. They're like, hey, Johnny Depp, we know you're a wife beater. Do not make it up like we were making this all up. So they get Amber Heard to testify against Johnny Depp for being a wife beater. So Amber Heard brings up her proof and all of that. She has like photos of her where she was like bruised and all of that. And she brings it all up to the court and showing that she was bruised. She also brings a diary in which she wrote, during their honeymoon while on a train, she wrote, our fight was terrible. Johnny at one point found himself with his shirt wrapped around my neck. Amazing to think about the precision, coordination that is required considering the close circumstances. I don't even know how I wound up with this huge, rather annoying knot on the back of my head. Fuck, I hate that, she added. We finally fell asleep with one another, smashed in desperate, childlike anger, fear, and love. Now, reading this, a few things like shoot at me, First of all, her English is pretty good. I'm an African, so our English is messed up, but her English is pretty good, especially if I'm writing. I don't think I would write anything with this precision and close coordination. If I'm writing in my diary, I don't have a diary, by the way. I might, but I don't. But if I was writing in my diary, I wouldn't write it the way she did. It's like she's writing a novel. I wouldn't be surprised if after all this she wrote a novel about Johnny Depp and adventures or anything like that, or like my adventures with the Pirates of the Caribbean, my adventures with Jack Sparrow or something. I wouldn't be surprised, because who writes? We were smashed together in desperate, childlike anger, fear, and love. Who the hell writes like that, especially in the diary? It's like you're writing a novel. This is so entertaining, One other thing that should write about, first of all, why did I even bring a diary? You could change a diary at any point and just put a fake date or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it's like she's trying to defend her point here, where she's like, amazing to think about the precision and coordination that is required considering the close circumstances. Almost like she anticipated that the defense would come out and say, but it was so close circumstances, how could he manage to do that? But then she's just like, hey, he's Jack Sparrow, he can do anything. But anyway, let's go on. So other things that Johnny Depp did while he was married with her, he texted Paul Bethany, I don't know, vision that he would fuck Amber Heard's body after burning her just to make sure she was dead. Anyone with a girlfriend knows that. At one point or another, we've all written this text to our friend. Like, girls are pissing off. Like, there's no way around it. Girls just are pissing off. Everybody has written this text to their friend one time or another. That doesn't mean we beat our girlfriends or our wives. Girls they piss you off. You want to kill them. Girls are pissing off, man. So he told her often that he would put her dog in the microwave. And one time when they were driving, he said he would throw her dog out the window. If you saw her dog, you would do the same too. It's a freaking ugly dog. I would do it, especially because I hate dogs. But yeah, that's what he said. And because he threatened her dog, she's bringing this as evidence that he beat her. Just like he went from threatening her dog to beating her. I don't know how you make that leap. I could beat a dog, but it doesn't mean I could beat a human being. I could beat guys, but just not women. But I can't even beat guys. I'm a weakling. Another thing, one time she said she laughed at Johnny Depp's "We Know Forever" tattoo, and he hit her for laughing at his "We Know Forever" tattoo. We know means drunkard in English slang, I guess British slang, English slang. It means drunkard forever. And Johnny Depp has a history of being a drunkard. Like, he has a history of abusing alcohol and drugs. So when she laughed at him for his tattoo, and especially knowing that his tattoo was changed from Winona to We Know Forever, from a time when he was married to Winona Ryder, whom he loved very much, I can see why he would hit her. Everybody says, hey, don't hit women, all of that. There is no reason to hit a woman. Yeah, don't hit women, but there's a lot of reasons to hit a woman. Like, don't hit them, it's bad. But there's a lot of reasons. Like, someone is laughing at a tattoo like that, I would also hit them. I would hit them. Just smash their face in. And especially if I have a drinking problem. Another thing that Johnny Depp used to complain about is she knew about his drinking problem, but she always used to drink in front of him, as if to taunt him, as if to make fun of him or something like that. And seeing all this stuff brought to light, I would have hit this woman a long time ago. Johnny Depp is like a good man for not hitting this woman. Okay. She goes on and describes this one other time when Johnny Depp was jealous because he saw a woman touching on her wrong. She was drunk and all that, and she couldn't move. If we were seeing drunk girls just, they're messed up when they're drunk. Okay, just ask Bill Cosby. But like, he saw her and she couldn't move, she was drunk, and this other woman was taking advantage and touching her. And for those of you who don't know, Amber Heard is bisexual, so I can see why Johnny Depp was jealous, but this other woman was touching her on her weirdly, and Johnny Depp took it upon himself, because this is his wife, to take the woman off her, and then got her and took her back to his trailer. And then while taking her back to his trailer, women, she goes on about, nah, he's a bum, he's like ruining the night, he's bumming her out and all of that. And he got mad and trashed the trailer. He got mad. Like, guys, we all get mad. He trashed the trailer, but she accused him of trashing the trailer, and she's bringing this as evidence that he hit her. Look, we all trashed the house or trailer at one time when we're mad. You're mad at your mom or your girlfriend or your wife, and you trash the house, you break this and that or whatever. It doesn't mean you hit your mom or your wife or your girlfriend. Especially, I would never, especially your mom, because she would just hit you back. Especially if you're an African child. Doesn't matter if you're 40 or whatever, but your girlfriend or whoever, doesn't mean you're going to hit her. That's why, why trash the place if you're going to hit her anyway? Just hit her. Don't trash the place. Then this goes on, and one other thing that Amber Heard did was, there was a time that Johnny Depp and her were having an argument in their penthouse in LA, alright? And her friend called the police saying, hey, I think one of these guys is gonna die because the way they're arguing is not healthy. But there's one little flaw in what happened here, because the neighbor, who's Amber Heard's close and good friend, called the police hours later after the event had happened, and pretended like it was happening then and now. Almost like Amber Heard had called her to fake it. So I don't know what you might make of this. This woman is crazy. In Johnny Depp's defense,